And today, right here, right now, we're going to be looking into BTC together. So we're going to roll up with BTC analysis like I promised. Every Tuesday and Wednesday we'll be having, every Tuesday and Friday from 1 p.m. East African time to 1:30. It's going to be from 1 p.m. to 1:30. Then in November, next month, we'll be adding the news that concern BTC, and we'll be sharing them. We'll be looking in all sorts of corners for the news that concern BTC as far as crypto world is concerned. So let's get into it right away. My name is Dan, but you can call me Dankspot, whichever you choose to call me. So let's dive into it. So those who have been following, or those who have taken time to check the previous episodes, remember this is episode number 5 of analyzing BTC. So those who have taken time to check the analysis of the previous episodes, you realize we have this it's sort of a falling wedge, but also you can, if you draw it in another way, you can easily call it a channel. You can easily call it a channel. So currently it is in that, let's call it a channel for now. So currently it is in that channel, and we are seeing price on that is weekly. By the way, this is weekly, and we know that channels represent continuation of the previous trend, and the previous trend is this. So our anticipation is in the long run, or in the near future, probably this year or next year, we will see price breakout and head over to that very TP level. That will be our 80k level there, and the second TP level will be around 100k there. Of course, that after hitting this, we'll be anticipating some sort of retest, probably to the breaker block here, which will be here, breaking that structure there, breaking the structure on weekly there. Then after giving us a new high, then a retest, then probably another breakout to head over to 100k level there. So for now, we are still within the channel. We haven't broken out. We've been seeing some fake breakouts according to weekly. You can see the wicks there. This was a liquidity grab of that order block, not even the order block, but the fair value gap that was here on the weekly. This was a fair value gap here. So we saw that price come there to grab liquidity. It was a liquidity sweep there, and then later on went straight back inside, and that's why you see the wick there. And that clearly shows you how the buyers still have big momentum in this current market. So what we can do now is head over to daily and look at what is happening on daily. So just like how we anticipated in the previous episode, which was on Tuesday, we anticipated the price would actually head over there to that order block, no, not even the order block, that is a fair value gap on daily, and then after heading over there we enter our sales. And I want to show you that we had entries of sales there. You can see, and I took my profits. Of course, it took me out. I had brought my S sales or my stop losses into profits around that area. So with a buy, according to the daily, we had to see some pullback to give us a new lower high there. So that was a lower high created there, and now currently we are moving, we've come back to the same order block. It is now becoming a support level, so it is still holding price to go ahead and give us a new lower low. So all we want now is price to break through here, this support level, and give us a lower low. So once a lower low is given, then you know the drill. Whenever we are in a downtrend, market gives us lower lows, lower high, lower lows, and lower highs. That's what we'll be looking for. But as for now, you clearly see that it's failing to break structure here to give us a new lower low. So we wait and we see what will happen according to H4. But now that we are in H4 and we see what is clearly on here, I can actually something interesting, but I don't normally follow this up that much. I don't normally follow this that much. Right now I want to head over to H1, and of course you can see where we had if I can put back my history, those were the entries of sales. Of course, this other side we had the entries of the buys. We bought some of those to take us all the way up there according to analysis we had. Of course, some manipulation in the price would come and take us out, but still the analysis was on point, and we can clearly see that we have our analysis followed up straight. So what can we anticipate right now here on H1? So here on H1, it's a clean, it's as clean. Let me first remove this. This is no longer needed now. Serve its purpose. We already made money off it, and I think even this we can delete it also. Now I can choose to bring my line like that, and clearly you will see that is an expanding rising, falling wedge. So we have an expanding falling wedge happening right here. This normally signifies that we are going to anticipate the buys. The buys are on for us to grab whenever we see a breakout on the upper side or on the upper trend line. Call it the resistance trend line. So if I can draw it properly like that, on the top wicks there and proper like that, then you would see that we haven't gotten a clean breakout still. So the anticipation we may see currently is we have our resistance here in H1. We have our resistance there on H1, which is even an order block there, and that's where price is reacting from. So if that holds and price fails to break out there, then the anticipation is for price to come all the way back here. So here, but then we are not looking at it continuing because we don't see enough momentum. So probably we may see some and from what we see, let's first look at daily. Daily is a sell. If daily is a sell, it has gone there to create a new lower, higher low. Then that means this is going to keep consolidating until it breaks structure probably, and then it gives us a new lower low. So we may see this structure continue. We may see this structure continue so that it keeps playing until it breaks this structure here, actually this down here, so that we have a new lower low probably around this area. Once we have a new lower low around this area, then we'll see some buys on H4 and H1 to bring us to make a new lower high probably here or here, but most of the times it's around this area where it has broken structure from, so probably it will be around that area of breaker block. So so for now, anticipation is this, anticipation is that. This has already been anticipated, so no more of this, because that was this move, and now this move is one which is taking us all the way down below there. The weekly or daily arrow there. So now once we have our higher high there, then our high low there, then we have a clean breakout to take us all the way down below. So I'll be waiting for something like this in the long run. So currently all I can do is to wait and have a clean entry on that level, have a clean entry on that level. So that's what's on the ground currently. So what we are looking for is the entry from that level, and then keeps going into this falling, expanding falling wedge. It keeps playing within. Probably it will take us here, or it may not. There's another possibility of it coming here and then breaking structure to head back there. You understand? So let's be cautious whenever we are in this kind of market, but we are not seeing a breakout before it gains some break of structure to come here, and then it aims for a new lower high there. So that's why I had gone for the first option here that is evident. So that's what we are anticipating currently. So this is H4, H1 will be like that, and H1 we have a clear break of structure, breakout out of the falling wedge there, and that means if the current candle closes out on H1, then probably you want to wait for the breakout, and this is an order block, an H1 order block there. So if it breaks out of that H1 order block or the resistance level there, then you realize that we'll be having some buys coming in, and it will be respecting the falling wedge there that we have on that H1 level. So we are to head to M15. Now M15 clearly confirms that we may not, according to CCI, we may not see the breakout on that resistance level on H1. We may see a pullback all the way back to the downward trend line, which is our support trend line level. Yes, so according to M15, we are likely to start selling, and according to H1, of course, it is also showing exactly the same thing on H1, the buys, but according to daily, we are selling heavily. We are selling heavily. So what is holding currently is what we can see as it's what we can see as a support that is holding the sales to continue. So until it finishes to consolidate within this falling wedge, and then later breakout of that support level, then we will not see some sales as of yet. So we will keep anticipating it in the lower time frame to wait for a clean breakout. So all I want now is to delete all this, to leave the chart clean. I'll leave those ones. I'll leave these ones on. And now we'll wait for a clean. If price gets back inside the channel, inside the falling wedge on H1, I will have my sales. Now if price heads back here, in fact, let me even put my sales stop. Here. I will put, let me change, I want to 0.05. So what I will use, I'll put my sales stop here, so that if price comes back inside and it reaches this level, then my sales will be activated, and I'll be looking to take my profit around 59,404. So my profit will be around 59,404. That will be my profit there. I'll be looking to take my profits around that area if it comes inside. If it fails, then it will continue with, it will break out the resistance. You will see a breakout on the resistance, and then the buys will come in. And of course, as usual, those who have been with us in analyzing, if it does that, then we normally anticipate for the breakout there and then a retest. Then we make our entries here when it retests, and then we want to follow that. But like I said, this is we are not anticipating this right now as of now from what we've analyzed according to other time frames. This may come in later, not now. So yeah, for now I'll just leave it just to show you how we normally make entries when we have a breakout on the resistance or support level. Alright, so according to our time, we are just left with about 5 minutes to close our session. How are you, Rona? Thank you too for tuning in. Thank you for joining us here. Alright, so excuse me, this should be deleted, and this should be deleted so that the chart can be clean. This is our support. We can drag it a bit up here. We can leave that on. So daily we have something of sort, then weekly we have something of sort. So for this one, I will delete it, then I may need it in the future. Alright, so that's what we have according to the weekly. We know that we are in a channel, and normally, like I said when I started the session, I said A channel always represents continuation of the previous trend. And what do we have as our previous trend? This is our previous trend that led us into that consolidation of the channel. So meaning once we see a breakout, we'll be anticipating the exact move. We'll be anticipating the exact move to happen later on. So like I said, this may take us even at the end of the year. Looking closely for it to reach this other level probably, or even here, but we are looking at this as the ideal level for what? For the retracement to finish this consolidation. So this one is almost, we may see it come all the way to 29 or at the end of November there, for this to be hitting this level again. But remember, it has already mitigated this fair value gap. So if it is coming again, we are probably going to look at it focusing on this fair value gap down below, or this one, this order block here, or this order block here. So if it is going to aim at this, anything can happen. If it makes some moves like this, it may even do it in the next week or towards November, and then that will be initiating us into a bull run once it mitigates liquidity on that order block, or remain on that fair value gap, or mitigates liquidity on this order block here. Then you'll be knowing that now it's time for bull run to start, because it will be initiating us into it immediately. So if price comes back to this level, or this level, you guys will be ready. You would make your swing entry here to swing buys all the way up to 80k there. We'll be looking for the 80k target there. This will be the 80k target, and then of course later on we'll be also looking for an entry to target 100k right there. So for now we keep trading it within the channel, and we keep catching small trades, but you can still have BTC, and you wait and make entries like whenever it comes to the upper trend line there, you make your sells. Whenever it comes to the downward trend line here, you make your buys, you enter with your buys, and keep having that money coming in even on a lower time frame. But otherwise, I want to wish everyone who has joined. Oh yes, Rona is saying it's going to first range around that resistance area before it heads down to the support area. Yes, of course. This area on H, if I can get back, it's going to range. It's here. But now looking at H1, the ranging is happening within this channel here that it's actually sort of an expanding falling wedge. So it's happening within here, and it may keep doing that until it breaks that support, until it breaks this support here, until it breaks this support. So if it breaks this support, then we will have our clean lower low. And now once we have our clean lower low down below here, it will be evident that it's now time to head for the buys. And why will we be looking for the buys? We will be looking for the buys because of the D1. The D1, we are in the here, just there, then we continue with a sell like that, creating lower lows and lower highs, lower lows and lowers, until it comes to the lower to the lower trend line, which is our daily and which is our weekly trend line there. And we all know what we have on the weekly is this. So until it gets enough momentum to actually, if it comes to grab this liquidity or this liquidity on this order block, then it will have enough momentum to actually push and break through this consolidation that has been happening in weekly, and then it will break out and head to give us a new higher high up there. That's what we'll be looking for. That's what we'll be looking for. But like I said, this may even take us in December or even in Jan. We never know. We will just wait for the right time. But all we can now look at the liquidity that is left. This has been grabbed. This liquidity on this order block has been grabbed already. So it means we are left with this and the one down below, which is the order block. This is a fair value gap. This is a fair value gap. This is the order block. This order block has been taken out. This fair value gap has been taken out. And now we are waiting for this one or this one. So anything can happen. It may grab liquidity on this order block and never turn back, and continues to break through the pattern there, which is a channel, and then head over for a new higher high. So we keep waiting. But like as you're saying, we may still keep seeing this consolidation happen until it breaks through this support and then create for us a new lower low down below here. So that's what we are anticipating currently. But as for now, sales are on. Those who want to make some money, sales are on within this expanding falling wedge. Those who want to make money. So we are anticipating for sales because of that resistance on the lower time frame, which is H1 there. All right, I think that's it. I would love to submit my analysis there, unless there was a question. So Rona, do you have a question? If you do, let me just have it and I'll be able to answer it. All right, I think Rona doesn't have a question, so we will now choose to close our meeting or our session for today and call it a day. So for now, I want to do what? I want to submit the analysis there, and then be able to call it a day. So it's something I want to try out here. I don't know what's not happening, but here it's not setting what I wanted. Alright, let me choose something else. So that was your comment. I'm just featuring it in the video so that those who are not around can check your comment and know what we are discussing there. Alright, otherwise, thank you for tuning in, Rona, and the rest of the guys who will come around later on to check the analysis. But otherwise, see you guys till Tuesday for the next analysis, BTC analysis. And those who are in love with with the synthetics, we always analyze Monday to Friday, 10:30 to 11:30 for strictly 1 hour. We always analyze BTC, synthetic indices together, and those who are around in the morning, they are already making money. All right, let me wish you guys a good day. See you next time. Bye bye.